Well, you lovely people asked for it. And also you, Wolverine X. Here it is, people. My review of Logan. Now, what I was expecting this movie to be was what everyone else was going to say about it. It's gory, it's got bad language in it, it's action-packed. So I put it on, and honestly, I really love this movie. Okay, now I say right now that I absolutely love this movie. It's probably the first adult movie I have ever owned on DVD, and it's perhaps really good on its own. So I'll talk about the beginning where these Mexican gangsters mess around with Logan, and then he just goes insane and just starts shredding him to bits. I mean, literally, have you seen it? Then he goes to this Mexican border and takes care of Professor X, who's now elderly. And who knows? Whoever knew he was afraid of shots? He freaks out and makes the whole earth shake because he's trying to get a shot. Jesus, like me. And so after that, I think he meets this mom who's trying to protect this girl named Laura. And he finds her really odd and stuff, and she tells him that she's a nurse and he's willing to help her while still going back to the Mexican border to still take care of Professor X. She tells him to come quickly, but then she turns out to be dead, and then he goes back to the border again. And Professor X is accompanied with Laura right there, and he tells Logan that she's a really special girl and she's a mutant. But he doesn't quite believe him, and while there's these dark forces and these people trying to go after him, he just doesn't seem to believe what Professor X is saying. He just says forget about her, and they're trying to drive, but then they get cornered by these army people, and then he sees the girl fending for herself with claws of her own, and ironically he finds out that that's his daughter. She has his genes. Now, like every movie, there are some funny moments. There's this funny moment in the movie where they stop at this gas station to get some stuff. Well, she's riding the horse ride, but then she goes inside, gets some snacks, and then she attacks the cashier, and then Logan's like, "No, that's not okay!" He's like a father figure in this movie, and even though there's cussing in it, there's also some heartwarming moments too. You can't deny the quality of the heartwarming moments. It's really good to see Hugh Jackman pull it off. So, while all that's happening, Callahan is kidnapped by this bad guy, and he's shown to the light, which is his weakness, and then he tries to tell them to stop, but then tries to show the location to where they're at, and bad stuff happens. I can't really explain it because it's kind of too gory to explain, ironically. So, Logan finds out the truth about Laura and the thing that the mom was trying to tell him, that these kids were from this hospital who were mutated, and some who couldn't control their powers ended up killing themselves, and she doesn't want Laura to go on that same route. She needs to be with the other mutants in this one place. Keep in mind that she also keeps this X-Men comic collection thing. There's even a Wolverine on one of the covers, because ironically, Wolverine is like literally right there. I mean, the look on his face when he saw it in the movie was really funny. Now, they get a, okay. Now, it's kind of hard for me to explain because they're on the road, and, this horse starts to freak out because it's had an accident. The truck had an accident, and then Professor X uses his power to calm the horses down, and the family, thanks them, and they go down for dinner. Then the bad guys come, and there's this, Wolverine clone called X-24, I think, which, corners Professor X. He kills the boy that's in there, he kills all the family members, and then he kills Professor X. Like, what? He died? And then the girl gets kidnapped. So, right after that, Laura and Wolverine fight them off, and what can I say? It's just a really weird climax. I need to speed this up. So, Professor X gets buried. Logan and Laura go to North Dakota to this base where the kids are at. He gets healed, and, sort of. He takes a rest, and then he finds out that they're still being hunted by those people, and they try to come up with a plan to fight them back. Then, X-24 is revived. He starts fighting, and then the kids start the fight. They're captured, then they're freed, and stuff like that. And the saddest part of the entire movie, Logan dies. Because of X-24. I mean, Laura saves his life, but he still ended up dying because he actually used this mutagen or this green stuff to give him back his powers, but it wore off because he used it too quickly. And then the movie ends with just Laura departing with her new group of friends, while leaving the grave of Logan with an X instead of like a cross. That's Logan. No, this was a really sad movie. Now, it's probably heartwarming and violent and adult, but at least it was really heartwarming. I give this movie 10 out of 10. Yeah, this movie gets a 10 out of 10. This is honestly the best action movie I've seen since Deadpool. I say it's kind of better than Deadpool because it takes itself more seriously. There are a few humor parts, there are some cussing, but all that makes up for its heartwarming story, its great plot, and its characters. Trust me, I still kind of find it odd that Hugh Jackman plays both Logan and X-24. So that's the review. There you have it, people. Now, I got Logan out of the way. That's good. Now let me do my reviews of OKKO and Welcome to the Wayne, which are coming soon. Jeez. Since I watched Logan, I'm pretty much ready for Close Enough Now. Because I think I'm getting into adult stuff too quickly. Wait, what?